will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Boise State's offense will come out first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles. But today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different...
Oh, he's got some space. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. On the ground, it's Sherrod. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Gets it past the marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Genty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So after the big run, they tried to hit him with a pass. Would you have gone back to the run there?
I think now, yeah. Of course, now looking back, I'm going to go, yeah, I should have run after taking the sack. I like mixing it up, but if my offense is going to sit there and lean on people and we're good at running the football, then don't be afraid to do that more often.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. The option look. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Delaware's offense will go to work for the 1st time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, Then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And that pass was knocked down, but I think this flag is going to negate a good defensive play. The defense was in the neutral zone.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll keep it on the ground. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Brown will throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its...
Breaks into the open. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down to the 17.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Coming out with it, it's Ford. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at... team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Using his legs, it's Sherrod. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Madsen. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination.
Got room, got enough space, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Ford. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fires complete on the crosser. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
To the air, it's Madsen. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Hauls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Finds the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Working that left side now. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
Red pass, it's complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
A little surprising that they didn't go for two, but they're still down by a point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Brown wants to pass. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Fires to the tight end. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, great energy in that building and a fun 1st half in this Las Vegas Bowl.
The Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They got it done in the 1st half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear
turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it for a big play. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Snagged out of the air. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being...
Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now they regain the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Pulls it in. It's Silver. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Got his man. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Blue Hens are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's LeBoy. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. The Blue Hens have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Blue Hens! They take the lead with the 6. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. Fair catch is called for. In the midst of all this rain, just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kelly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's LeBoy. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback running on the draw.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run?
There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Could Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Delaware.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll leave it with the lone back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Broncos headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And his throw is incomplete. And the Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catches the defense off guard.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Punts it out of the air. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Dances away. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short.
Here we go, here we go.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Broncos! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reece. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Delaware.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Madsen. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.